No one does business like Elon Musk. He knows what to do and how to achieve his goals. He is by far the only electric vehicle industry known on the planet, Tesla. Moreover, the reason he still is at the top is that he's super strict with his rules and regulations within his office premises. Have you heard Elon fired 700 of his Tesla employees? And we wonder what would have happened. Well, watch the complete video to find out what made Elon fire 700 employees at once. Things started when someone tweeted that Tesla's headcount will increase in the coming 12 months on Saturday, June 4th, 2022. Elon Musk replied to his tweet and said, "Total headcount will increase, but salaried should be fairly flat." Digging deep into the matter, it was revealed that Musk sent an email to the Tesla executives about reducing the staff by 10% due to the bad economy. Musk stated in another email to employees on Friday that Tesla Inc. would reduce its salaried headcount by 10% because it has become overstaffed in many areas. However, he stated that hourly headcount will increase. According to a Tesla Inc. regulatory filing in the United States, the company and its subsidiaries had nearly 100,000 employees at the end of 2021. In an email to Tesla Inc. employees on Wednesday, Musk issued an ultimatum to return to the office for a minimum of 40 hours per week, ahead of his emails on staffing levels. If the staff fails to do so, they will be subjected to resignation, he wrote further. Coming back to the main issue, Tesla fired 700 employees at once, and the reason was poor performance. At every company in the world, there are annual performance reviews, Musk said, adding that Tesla has an extremely high standard and one that's far higher than other car companies. You can't be a little guy and have equal levels of skill as a big guy. According to the numbers, 700 employees were fired out of 33,000 employees, which means that 2% of employees were fired. According to the sources, the dismissals came with little to no warning at all. But this is not the only company that's done this. Netflix announced last month that it laid off about 150 people, mostly in the United States. And Peloton announced in February that it would lay off 2,800 people. Hiring at Meta platforms, Uber, and other technology companies have slowed. Elon Musk tweeted an elaborate series of tweets about Tesla going bankrupt in 2018. The tweets, which included a hilarious photograph of him passed out and holding a bankrupt placard, quickly went viral. But it was all in good fun for April Fool's Day. Even 4 years later, the joke has resurfaced on Twitter. In terms of long-term liabilities, Tesla had more than $5 billion in long-term debt and lease obligations as of the end of 2021. In total, approximately 1/3 of the company's debt is non-current, with the remainder due within the next 12 months. Bad feeling about the economy. It could be said that Elon was worried about the economy and had a bad feeling about the economy. This comment got much attention from government executives and Biden himself. Joe Biden wished best of luck on his trip to the moon, to which Musk replied on Twitter, "Thanks, Mr. President." He included a link referencing NASA's April 2021 award of a $2.9 billion contract to Musk's space company SpaceX to build a spacecraft to bring astronauts to the moon. In a conference, where Elon was addressing remotely, he said, "I think we're probably in a recession, and that recession will get worse." Elon Musk has a uniquely informed insight into the global economy. We believe that a message from him would carry high credibility, Adam Jonas, an analyst at Morgan Stanley, said in a report. If we look into the matter of Elon calling the economy bad, he was facing problems in starting his industry in Shanghai. The reason is that the COVID-19 lockdown forced costly outages. Musk's gloomy outlook echoes recent comments from executives, including JP Morgan Chase and co-CEO Jamie Dimon and Goldman Sachs President John Waldron. This is not just Elon predicting the future of the economy, but other big shots are also indicating the same issue. Following months of strong consumer spending and supply chain improvements, some of the country's most vocal corporate leaders have begun to raise the specter of decades-high inflation and impending interest rate hikes. We've got a long ways to go in raising interest rates to fight inflation, Friedman said on RH's earnings call on Thursday. And I think you just have to be prepared for anything right now. A Bloomberg survey predicts a 30% chance of recession in the next 12 months, up from 15% in March. On Bloomberg television, Rick Ryder, global fixed income chief investment officer at BlackRock Inc., said that the May employment figures are likely to be the last solid report you're going to get for a long time as hiring slows. Meanwhile, growth at U.S. service providers slowed to its slowest pace in over a year in May, reflecting a slowing in a measure of business activity that suggests supply constraints. A hurricane is right out there down the road coming our way, Diamond said this week. According to another Hanover-based NordLB analyst Frank Schwab, it's always better to introduce austerity measures in good times than in bad times. I see the statements as a forewarning and a precautionary measure. Inflation in the United States is at a 40-year high, raising the cost of living for Americans, while the Federal Reserve faces the difficult task of dampening demand enough to curb inflation while avoiding a recession. Musk, the world's richest man according to Forbes, did not elaborate on the reasons for his super bad feeling about the economic outlook. It's also unclear what impact, if any, Musk's viewpoint would have on his $44 billion bid for Twitter. On Friday, U.S. antitrust regulators approved the deal, sending Twitter shares up 2%. Tesla deliveries. Several analysts have recently reduced Tesla price targets, citing lost output at the company's Shanghai plant, which serves as a hub for EV supply to China and export. According to company disclosures and sales data released in China, China will account for slightly more than a third of Tesla's global deliveries in 2021. According to Daiwa Capital Markets, Tesla has approximately 32,000 orders awaiting delivery in China, compared to 600,000 vehicles for BYD, its largest EV competitor in that market. Upscaling of Tesla. Although Elon Musk tweeted 2 months back that he's upscaling Tesla production, Elon took to Twitter to reveal his master plan part 3 about Tesla, according to which there will be major scaling in the vehicle company. Elon Musk just tweeted something that has been a major topic of interest around the Tesla community. The tweet quotes, "Main Tesla subjects will be scaling to extreme size, which is needed to shift humanity away from fossil fuels and AI." It can be said that firing personnel was a part of his master plan. In order to upscale production and increase production, Tesla has to cut down the cost of production. So Elon decided to fire a good number of employees who, according to him, were extra. And he said there are more people in many areas. Stop at hiring. Prior to Musk's warning, Tesla had approximately 5,000 job postings on LinkedIn, ranging from sales in Tokyo to engineers at its new Berlin Gigafactory to deep learning scientists in Palo Alto. On its WeChat channel, it had scheduled an online hiring event for Shanghai on June 9th. Musk's demand that employees return to the office has already met with opposition in Germany. His job-cutting plan would also face opposition in the Netherlands, where Tesla has its European headquarters, according to a union leader. The 40-hour demand. Musk previously stated that Tesla employees were required to work in the office for a minimum of 40 hours per week, effectively prohibiting any remote work. "If you don't show up, we'll assume you've resigned," Elon said in his email to Tesla executives. It can be said that many employees were fired because they were unable to fulfill the 40-hour demand. Elon Musk is a genius and knows what he's doing. After all, every business he started is flourishing, although he has multiple businesses that belong to different areas. Elon seems to be a mentally strong and influential entrepreneur. But firing 500 to 700 employees at once is just not done. We hope the employees that are fired get a better job, and we also feel for those who are supposed to work for a minimum of 40 hours per week. Do you think it was fair to fire so many employees without prior notice? Share your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you in the next one with some more interesting content. Until then, stay tuned.